Hello friends, welcome to Game It Up. My name is Dave.
And I'm Sophie.
And this is a review of Spearmaster, coming to Nintendo Switch. So this was very kindly provided to us by the publisher, so thank you very much to that. So before we get started, let's just take a look. You've got in the menu, you've got some settings here, just some very basic stuff. Now, one thing to mention is how the buttons work. Basically, all of the face buttons is accept. Which means when I was just looking at this, I pressed B to come off the menu and accidentally cleared my save data. So we're going to play this from the beginning and just talk about what the game is. So you ready for this, Sophie?
I'm ready.
So we're going to do 2 players. This is a co-op game. It goes up to 4 people, but obviously we're going to... I only know one person, so we're going to do this 2 players. Good for you?
I'm first player.
You're the first player, okay. You choose your character.
I want to be this guy.
Cool. So how this game works is you get some story. There's like an alien invasion coming, and they're made of balls. I'm going to skip the cutscenes though.
Sure.
And then we'll get straight into the gameplay. So level 2 is basically the tutorial, so you get to know what we're doing. Okay, so on to the first level now, which is level 3. So you just use the analog stick to move, and any of the face buttons shoots a spear up. Your objective is to not get hit, and every time you hit the ball, it splits into 2. And you keep doing that until they're the smallest form, which is now, and then you do it. And that's basically it. Every level has 3 stages. This is 3-2, the second stage, and now there's 2 balls. And it started off with the 2 balls there, and then as you notice, we're dropping some gems.
I can see.
Now the gems are used for the shops, which we will cut to later, and you just fell down.
I did.
So how this works is you've got 3 hearts. If you're playing it single player, you basically lose a heart if you get hit and have to start that stage again. Okay. You lose all 3 hearts, then you're out.
Sure.
And as you can see there, it takes both of us to get hit in order to lose a heart, which actually makes it easier for the thing. So obviously we can see there's different aspects here. So there's blocks on this one. Later on there'll be like spiked blocks that fall if a ball bounces on you. There'll be things like icicles that fall on you that can freeze you, and all sorts of things. So one thing I want to point out here is the physics, because I think they're quite well done. So the balls, when you shoot them, depending on how high up they are, so notice how high up the balls are bouncing there.
Yeah.
So watch my ball first. I'll shoot it high up. Look how high up they're bouncing.
Oh, yeah, they are.
So now I'll shoot this other one low down.
Sorry, I should have moved.
Now look how low, the difference. Yeah. So how high they are when you shoot them, which I think is a nice detail, and obviously it's easier if they bounce higher to get underneath them. You also get these bonus rooms as well, which you basically get a chest with extra gems in if you do these bonus rooms. So here you just got to work out the order in which to hit these gongs. The right one again. There we go. And then you basically do the challenge. There's some other nice little ones. There's not many of these, but there's a few nice ones. And that makes a chest appear, basically.
Nice. Wow.
Yep. So we got ourselves to a shop. This is where the gems come in. We've got Mr. Walrus face here.
Nice.
So go to the shop and you can buy things like a shield that gives you an extra hit point, invisibility. So these aren't like proper permanent things. We don't have enough money to buy anything. An extra heart is a permanent thing, but these basically fall out of certain enemies at certain times. And it's just a little power up to help you.
So what's the storyline of this game?
So basically, there's this alien force that comes in every 10,000 years or 1,000 years or something, and they want to consume everyone, so we're just stopping them, basically.
Nice.
And there's very few cutscenes in it, but there is some drama. There's some philosophical questions asked. Gets you thinking.
Really?
Yeah. Okay, so here's like an interesting conversation you have with the boss of this game. And one thing about it is I do find the text size is a bit small.
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah, it just is what it is.
But they do mean you harm.
Okay, so we got our first boss. So bosses, there's 4 bosses in this game, and it's basically just big version of that, but they do get more varied. We'll only show off the first one because of spoilers, I suppose. But yeah, they're just basically harder versions, and later ones do attack you as well, as this one just bounces around. So there's a lot of other things to look out for, and we'll show you a bit of the next world as well, where you get some certain like
Oh my god.
different hazards. Yeah, it's a bit hard, isn't it?
Okay, maybe we'll be smart about this. Should we do one ball at a time?
Yeah.
That didn't work well.
Uh-oh. My strategy was, oh,
There's a
I see a
bomb.
bomb fell down on me. It's one thing that can come out of them, but there are other things that can come out of them later, like fire can fall down, or ice can come, which freezes you for a few seconds. But there's one called the pacifier, and that turns you into a baby, and you
Oh.
walk around. You can't attack during that time.
It's not very
Yeah,
fair though.
no. But yeah, we'll sum up once we get to the next level, so you can see a different world at least.
Yeah, we're gonna
Just
do
spamming it there.
it. Oh.
Oh, lone survivor, we did it. Okay, so this is the second level. You can see a new hazard there. You got spiky blocks that fall when the ball lands on it. So this is Sophie's first time actually playing this. I've
It
beaten
is.
the game. So Sophie, what do you think of it?
It's alright. It seems like addictive fun.
Yeah, it's good. It works. I've explained how well the game works, how well it controls. Like, it's just basically what you see is what you get. They add different gimmicks, add different hazards and stuff as the game goes on. Some quite creative, I thought. I love the ball physics. I've said that before. Like the length, the height of their bounce.
Yeah, yeah.
But so one thing we should flag up though is the game costs £9.99. Now the game itself is good, it's fun to play, but
Yeah.
the thing is, I played this yesterday on my own in single player, where it's actually harder to play it in single player because one hit and you're down rather than having a second person to try and take over. So here's a shield here.
Yep.
I'll demonstrate now. Just gives you an extra hit point basically.
Nice.
Um,
Well, that was a hard one.
hard for you.
Yeah, that's true.
So, but you gotta say, is it worth the £9.99? Because I beat this game 100% in about 3 hours, and so, but watch out for the bomb. Basically, it might take people longer than that because I am amazing at games. If it takes me 3 hours to beat a game, then a highly above average person will probably take about 15.
Yeah.
So, you know, so bear that in mind. I am amazing, just to be modest. But
Oh
yeah,
my
but I
God.
will. When I beat the game, I kind of thought I didn't actually look up the price on the eShop because I had the code and just downloaded it. But I kind of thought this would be like a £3.50 to £4 game.
Yeah, yeah.
So I was kind of surprised to see. But gameplay wise, it's fun. But I would say probably wait for a sale. Is probably my recommendation here. And if you got someone to play with, you'll have an easier time with it. You got a shield as well now.
Nice. I do like the multiplayer.
Yeah, it does work really well because I worried that the hearts would be shared between us. Like if you took a hit, then we'd lose a heart but carry on.
Yeah.
So I thought it'd be harder, but it's actually easier in co-op than single player. So that's quite nice. But yeah, there are some nice creative elements in it later on, but I don't want to show everything off because what's the point of showing off the whole game? But it controls well, very simple to pick up and play. Worth a try, but I'd just say stick on the wish list and wait for a sale.
Oh, I died.